Next, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to add a Lambda function block. Okay, so here we've got the Lambda function code block. Now we can configure the code right now, guys. So here currently it says def Lambda handler and it is returning the status 200 by which says as hello from Lambda. Now instead I'm going to specify my code. So here I'm specifying the code that looks like this. So here, let me save it as of now. So here I have mentioned the condition. So I've mentioned my EC2 region 3 US East 1 and I'm describing the volume. And once it's done, I'm creating a snapshot. And after that, I'm just returning it as success. Else, I'm returning the status code as 500 and I'm adding the dump as error. So this is what I'm doing right now. Okay, it's a very simple Python code that we have written. Now, once this is done, I'll click on this deploy button. So this is going to save the code. Now, once this is done, I'll go ahead and I'll copy the function ARN of the Lambda function. So this is the ARN. Once I copy this, next thing is I'll go ahead and I'll create an SNS topic. I'll call this SNS topic. Okay. Next, under this SNS services. So let's go ahead and choose the various things, guys. We've got dashboard, topics, and subscription. Okay. So I'll go ahead and I'll create a topic. Okay. Now here I'll select my type as standard. Okay. And I'll mention my SNS topic name as demo topic. Okay. Now after this, we can specify the display names. It's an optional. Now here we've got the encryption. This is an optional one. Now we've got access policy, it's an optional. We've got delivery retry policy, that's also an optional. And let's expand this delivery status logging. Okay. Now here for the delivery status logging, I'll select my AWS Lambda and I'll create a new service role. Okay. I'll create a new service role. Next, I'm going to click on this button which says as create new roles. And this is going to be redirect us to another tab for IAM. Okay. Now here, I'll just leave everything as it is and I'll click on the allow button. Okay. Now this has created a role for us. See, the roles have been populated automatically. Now after that, I'll create a topic. This demo topic has been created for me. Now, once this topic has been created, we can now see the screen simulator. So this we call it as a screen simulator, guys. Now, what I can do right now, guys, here in this scenario, I'll create a subscription by creating a subscription button, that is create subscription button, and I'll choose the topic as it is. Okay, so I'll choose let's do one thing. Let's come back over here. So here for the subscription topic ARN, I'm going to specify my AWS function that I have created earlier. So I'll just mention it over here and I'll select it as AWS Lambda. Let's come back and I'll show you again. I'm inside my topic. I'll go inside my topic. Under this topic, I'm going to create a subscription. Now for the protocol, I'm going to select it as AWS Lambda. Okay. And in the endpoint, we will have to copy paste whatever the function that we have, like the AWS Lambda function, which we have created earlier. So we'll have to mention the ARN of the Lambda function. And after we have mentioned it, we'll just have to create this create subscription button. So this has created the subscription for us. Next, I'm going to create another subscription. So I'll go ahead and I'll select my topic. Under this topic, I'll create one more subscription. And here you can select the protocol as email. Okay. And once you specify the protocol as email, you can mention your email address. You can say test@example, which whatever is your email address, you can mention that, and you can create a subscription as well. Now, what this is going to do, so this is going to help you to trigger an email to the address that we have just mentioned. Okay. Now, once this is done, so we'll have to go ahead and we'll have to create a rule in CloudWatch. Go ahead and we'll create a rule in CloudWatch. CloudWatch will start this CloudWatch service. And once we start this CloudWatch service, okay, so here it says, now let's go ahead and let's look at the events. Okay. Now I'll click on the rules, which is present under the events. It says CloudWatch events is now event bridge. So I'll go to my CloudWatch events only. Okay. Now from this screen, I can go ahead and I'll create a rule. In order to create a rule, I'll say create rule, and we can specify the event service name. My event service name, I'll mention it as EC2. Event type, I'll say EC2. Instance state change notification. And I'm going to say specific instance, specific states, like I'll say stopped, and I'm going to select the pending. Okay. Now here I'll keep it for any instance. Now on the SNS topic, for the target, I'm going to add it as an SNS topic, and I'm going to create my demo topic. That is, I'm going to select the demo topic which we have created. Now, once this is done, I'll create this one. I'm going to say configure details. Okay. We'll have to specify the name over here. I'll write it like this. I'll say EC Cloud Events. Okay. I'm going to keep the default state as enabled, and I'm going to mention it as create rule. Okay, so this has enabled it, and I've created an event, that is CloudWatch event, which rule says as CL events 1. Now I'll go to my EC2. See, we've got my EC2 instances. Currently it is running. Now I'll go ahead and I'll stop this instance. Okay, so this is going to stop the instance. So once we stop the instance, so what this is going to do is, this is going to trigger an email automatically for you. So it will trigger an email automatically for you to say that, okay, you like the snapshot will be created automatically. So it will tell that the EC2 instance have been stopped. And as a result of this, so I'll create a EBS snapshot. Okay, now let's wait for it to complete. So now it's currently stopped. Now what I'll do right now is to check the snapshot. Under this Elastic Block Store, I'll click on the snapshot. See, there's a snapshot and the snapshot status is currently pending. That means the snapshot creation is in progress. Let's refresh it for a while. So here, this would take a while for it to trigger. Let's wait for it. So what this will complete the overall solution is, so what we have done, first we have created our EC2 instance. Next, we have created the Lambda function, and this Lambda function is going to take a snapshot of my EC2 instance. So this Lambda function will get triggered only when my EC2 instances are stopped. And yes, so here we can clearly see that the snapshot creation has been completed. We have created the Lambda function. After that, we have created an SNS topic. We have created a CloudWatch rule, and we were able to successfully implementing it end to end. So I hope this gave you a clear idea as how we can work and how we can automate the EBS snapshot creation using the CloudWatch and SNS.